If you don't own a bronze watch yet, this one's for you. Hello, welcome to Swiss Watch Cam, welcome to another review. Today we're going to talk about a brand which we haven't featured before. Today we're going to talk about Oris, the Carl Brashear Calibre 401 limited edition to 2000 pieces. This is the third iteration of the Carl Brashear model line. The first one was introduced in 2016, the second one in 2018, and we have this one which launched just recently. Oris today is still an independent company. They're actually 1 hour away from our studio in Zurich, in Holstein, Switzerland. It was founded by Paul Catlin and George Christian in 1904. When I hear Oris, or somebody mentions me the brand, I immediately think about their divers watches and also their big crown models. They have many variations in terms of dials, case sizes, also case materials, and also with the big crown you have many options to choose from. One of the most popular lines is the Diver 65 collection, which you probably know already if you're an Oris fan. If not, I definitely advise you to check them out. Watch brands using ambassadors to push their models is nothing unusual. This time Oris partnered up with the very noble Carl Brashear Foundation, which helps US veterans after they finish their service in the military. For those who don't know, Carl Brashear was actually the first African American to qualify as a US Navy diver, and also the first amputee to qualify as a US Navy diver. He was a very strong man, resilient and inspirational. Oris partnering up with his foundation and also creating this beautiful diver watch is a great choice. As a tribute to Carl Brashear, they also created a nice case pack, which is here in stainless steel. You can see the diving helmet, which was back in the days also made from bronze, which Carl used in his diving missions. And also there's his motto on the case pack as well, to give you some inspiration. It says, "It's not a sin to get knocked down, it's a sin to stay down," which shows you just the spirit of Carl Brashear and also what a resilient and cool guy he was. Personally, I'm already a fan of bronze watches. I own the Tudor Black Bay bronze, which is made for Bucherer, and another bronze watch that I own is the Zelos Hammerhead, which is waterproof to 1000 meters. I like bronze because it looks like rose gold at first glance, but actually it isn't, so you don't have to pay so much for this, appeal. And the coolest feature bronze watches have is the oxidation in time. So sometimes when you wear the watch in salt waters, or if you put it into a nice lemon bath or tomato juice or something like that, you'll get a different color on the case, which I really like. On the Tudor, for example, you can really see the difference between the case pack, which is the PVD coated stainless steel, and the bronze case and how it oxidized. Color combination of the navy blue strap, the dial and also the bronze case is a tribute to the US Navy. The applied indexes are coated in rose gold, very legible, and you can also see the Superluminova on the indexes, the hands, even the small seconds and then 6 o'clock, and the dot on the bezel. The bezel has a coin edge, which is very easy to use and good for the grip, and it's a 120 step unidirectional bezel. The click is very nice and smooth. What happened to my Tudor, for example, is that I can't turn the bezel anymore because of the salt water. So if this happens, just go to the Oris distributor or retailer and get that fixed. You can see a few inscriptions on the watch, like the Oris name and also that it's water resistant to 100 meters. So this type of water resistancy is enough, let's say maybe to wash your hands with and maybe shower. But for a collaboration or a tribute like this, I would probably go a bit higher. It still has a ISO 6425 certification, but if you ask me, I would at least increase the water resistance to 200 meters or maybe even 300 meters. One of the most impressive features about this watch is its movement. It's totally developed in-house by Oris watchmakers, and it's the Calibre 401. The performance of it is actually better than the COSC certificate, which states the watch needs to be accurate to -4 to +6. Oris beats that with -3 to +5 seconds a day. The movement has also a 5-day power reserve or 120 hours, beats at 4 Hz, and has a heightened level of anti-magnetism. Features a silicon escape wheel and a silicon anchor. The winding rotor is not on ball bearings, but on a low friction slide bearing system, which Oris also developed. For 3,900 Swiss francs, which is the local price here in Switzerland, I think it's impressive that Oris gives you an in-house movement for this watch. What's also very nice about this watch is the strap. It's very comfortable. It's actually made out of like an elastic nylon from Erica's Originals. It has the Oris logo on it and it's also made from bronze, the whole thing. So it's gonna oxidize like the case will. As you can see, there's the Marina Nacional logo here with the anchor to remind you of the theme of the watch. And it's actually very easy to adjust. It works kinda like a NATO strap, but I think it's even more comfortable than that. Putting the watch on the wrist, you see how the elastic nylon strap works. It extends pretty nicely, and the only time I've seen this on a watch, and I had the pleasure to try it on, was on a very expensive Richard Mille watch. So I think this is a cool strap option for this price point. You just tuck it in and you're good to go. On the wrist it feels very comfortable because the strap is obviously very thin. From the side you can see the profile of the watch. It's actually 13.3 millimeters thick, it goes under the cuff, and here you can also see the domed sapphire crystal, which is inspired by vintage watches. The width of the watch is 40 millimeters, and lug to lug you have 48 millimeters. You can fit it also in a smaller wrist than mine. It's very comfortable and I really like the appeal. Special thanks to Urs in Bern, Switzerland, who lent me this watch for the review. And I'm curious to see, guys, which is your favorite Oris watch and which one do you want to see next on the channel? Leave a comment down below. Also on the side there's a photo of a watch we review next time on the channel. If you know which one it is, leave a comment down below. It's a brand we already reviewed, so this might not be too difficult to guess. Share this video and like it, it really helps me out a lot. Thank you for watching, and as always, I'll see you guys next week.